The other nations came over on us and conquered us. We are not citizens. We're prisoners of war. This is where we are supposed to be if we kept God's laws, if we did what we said we were going to do. But when a man doesn't do what he says he's going to do, he gets repercussions. Read.
Verse 12? Yeah. Deuteronomy 28, verse 12. The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven to give the rain unto the land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand.
That's the Most High saying that we will be blessed everything we touch. Everything. Read the next.
And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow.
Our God says that we will be the lenders and not the borrowers. But guess what? Today, that's not the situation. Okay? There are no nations coming to any country or nation in Africa to borrow money.
Right.
But they got a continent over there. Nobody's coming to borrow money from them. Yep.
Verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high. And
hold on. The stranger that is among us. When we came out of Egypt, there were strangers among us. There were heathens, there were Gentiles. Read.
And thou shalt come down very low.
So we come down lower than the strangers. Where we were the head, now we're the tail.
Bring it up.
Let me ask you a question. When the tail is close to the anus, right? What comes out of the anus? What comes out of the anus? Yeah, shit. That's what we get.
Bring it up.
We get a whole lot of shit. That's what the world gives to us. All right? But now, the Most High is waking you up. He's woke up the prophets, and the prophets are here to tell you who you are.
That's right.
You need to listen, read.
Verse 44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
Now, we just said with the blessings that we would have the blessings and we would be lending to the other nations, to the world. But that's not the reality of where we are right now. The reality is this. Read it again.
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
The other nations, the so-called Jewish man lends to everybody. He runs everything. The so-called white man, he runs everything. Africa has land, they have resources, they have minerals, but they don't control nothing.
That's right.
They still got to get permission from the so-called white man to use their own minerals.
Right.
They don't lend to nobody. As a matter of fact, they get aid. How does that work? When you have all the gold, the diamonds, the oil, beautiful land, agriculture, and you have to beg for rights. How does that work? Why is that? Read.
Verse 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up.
When we had our land and we were doing okay, and understand, Israel was wicked. We had some wicked men among us, all right? And that's why God is punishing us now, all right? But when we had control, the other nations came over on us and conquered us. We are not citizens. We're prisoners of war. That's who we are. That's the reality. We're prisoners of war, and they have put us in a position that has psychologically whipped us to the point where we even think we love them.
That's right.
All right? We got a sister that just recently got blasted in the face, all right, in Illinois. How does that happen This sister called the police for help.
Bring it up.
Even if she had some mental issue, she called the police for help. And they tried to say she wasn't in the right mind. I don't believe none of that crap, okay? The police went in there, and guess what? The sister said something. She was boiling water on the pot. They told her to take the pot off the stove, all right? She went and she did that. She put it in the sink. And when she did that, she looked up at that devil, and she said, Satan,
That's right.
I rebuke you.
Right.
That's what she seen. All right, guess what? She saw the devil.
Bring it out.
She saw the devil. And guess what? When she exposed the devil, what the devil do? He pulled that thing out and said, I'm going to shoot you in your effing face.
That's right.
Now, let me ask you something. Is that justification to kill somebody? Some words? Is that justification? That just goes to prove how much they hate us.
Right. And thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
We're oppressed now. We were oppressed in slavery. I bet you a lot of you recognize and practice that thing called Christmas. I bet you a lot of you do. Let me tell you something. I'm going to bring out, through the Most High, word, what Christmas is all about. You're an oppressed people. We're an oppressed people. We can't go anywhere and do whatever we want. We got to ask permission. We got to have a license when we go to the so-called white man to get permission just to drive one of these vehicles.
Right.
All right? Read.
Verse 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see.
We'll be mad because we see our brothers and our sisters get knocked down, getting killed for no reason.
Right.
Everybody out here, the so-called Hispanic, the so-called Native American, and the brothers and sisters, when you see red and whites flashing behind you, don't your heart skip a beat? Your heart skips a beat.
That's right.
Because you don't know what's going to happen. Give me 37.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
A byword, an astonishment. I'm going to tell you what's a byword. A byword is you're a Negro. A byword is you're Mexican.
Right.
A byword is you're Hispanic and Puerto Rican.
Right.
Those are bywords. Why? Because they are not what the Most High named you.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity.